Property dualism moments. Number 1. The definition of property dualism is the view that there are at least some mental properties that are neither reducible or supervenient upon physical properties. Property dualism says that physical brains can have non-physical properties called qualia. Number 2. Qualia. Qualia are the qualities of experience. Examples of qualia include the redness of my experience when I look at a ripe tomato, the taste of beer when I have a drink, the rough feeling I'll experience when I run my hand over some sandpaper. Qualia are not properties of the objects themselves, i.e. properties of the tomato, or the beer, or the sandpaper. They are properties of my experience of those objects. Number 3. Scary zombie. Yes, a philosophical zombie is a person who is identical to an ordinary human, except they don't have any qualia. For example, a philosophical zombie will say ouch when it gets stabbed, and its physical brain will even light up and fire in exactly the same way as a normal brain would, but there isn't any pain qualia associated with this. Externally, the zombie is physically identical in every way, but internally there is nothing, no qualia. Such zombies seem conceivable. We can imagine a possible world that is physically identical to this one in every way except without qualia. In this possible world, you'd behave and act in exactly the same way as in our actual world, except you'd have no qualia going on inside. We can use the intuition that zombies are conceivable to form an argument for property dualism similar to Descartes' conceivability argument for substance dualism. 1. Philosophical zombies are conceivable too. If philosophical zombies are conceivable, then philosophical zombies are possible. 3. If philosophical zombies are possible, then qualia are non-physical and do not supervene on the physical. 4. If qualia are non-physical and do not supervene on the physical, then property dualism is true. 5. Therefore, property dualism is true. Yay! The reason zombies seem conceivable is because we're laboring under a false illusion that qualia are these spooky non-physical things. Once we understand that qualia are, in fact, just physical things, then it becomes inconceivable to imagine a physically identical being that lacks these physical features. Imagining a philosophical zombie would be like saying imagine something that is physically identical but that isn't physically identical. It would be a contradiction, and contradictions aren't conceivable. It would be like trying to imagine a married bachelor or a triangle with 4 sides. Once we understand that qualia just is a physical thing, it becomes inconceivable for two physically identical beings not to have identical qualia, and so the zombie argument fails to prove property dualism. Response to the claim that zombies are not conceivable. This response assumes that a complete physical analysis of qualia exists. It assumes that, if we did have all the physical facts, we would understand that qualia is inseparable from certain physical things, and thus that philosophical zombies are inconceivable. However, this claim implies that knowing all the physical facts about seeing red, for example, would be sufficient to know what red qualia is like. This possibility is challenged by the knowledge argument for property dualism, though.
Mary is confined to a black and white room, is educated through black and white books, and lectures relayed on a black and white television, and especially everything there is to know about the physical nature of the world. She knows all the physical facts about us and our environment, in a wide sense of physical, which includes everything in completed physics, chemistry, and neurophysiology, and all there is to know about the causal and relation effects consequent upon all this, including of course functional laws. If physicalism is true, she knows all there is to know.
It seems, however, that Mary does not know all there is to know, for when she is let out of a black and white room, given a color television, she will learn what it is like to see something well. See, hence, physicalism is false.
Now, complete the following questions. What is a philosophical zombie? 3. What is property dualism? 3. What are qualia? 3. Here is homework to do. Answer the following questions. Complete 100 past papers. Complete another 50 exam papers.